Are you struggling to keep track of your project, manage tasks efficiently, or collaborate with your team seamlessly? Welcome to Smartsheet, the ultimate platform for workflow management that combines the familiarity of spreadsheet with powerful project management tool. Whether you are managing small tasks or large-scale project, Smartsheet provides the flexibility and scalability to streamline your workflows. In this step-by-step tutorial, I will walk you through how to use Smartsheet to organize tasks, track progress, collaborate with your team, and analyze performance from on one dashboard. So before moving forward, you have to just go to Google, search for Smartsheet. Obviously, you will see the first official link here. Click on try Smartsheet for free, right? So you can check this out. But before moving forward, let's go and click on pricing. Here it gives you for pricing here. Monthly is obviously a little bit expensive. You can choose any one of them. For example, I like the pro version. Let's go and click on here. Enter your email address and just go and click on try Smartsheet for free. After that, you have to just go and create a password and click on next. Now here, select all the images with motorcycle. Oh man, this is so... Okay, now here we are. First of all, you have to just enter your name. So let me just enter my name here and the last name. And I am in company management. You can choose any of the option. But if you choose any of the option, it's fine. Let's say I choose a marketing, and if you choose any another option, the interface is exactly same. Nothing is going to change, right? So here you can do this, right? For example, I'll select here, select up to 3 types of works. So here we can select here campaign, content, and there's a creative operation and project management and something more that, right? Now click on next. Now within just a few seconds, the dashboard will look like this, and you can buy any of the subscription. And if you think to buy, there's a link given in the description, right? And you can check out them. It will give you a good discount. It's an official affiliate link, and it's a way to support our channel. And if you want to do so, please use that link. Now here you can see, let's start with a new project. So before we get started, let's break down what makes Smartsheet stand out. According to them, Smartsheet is a cloud-based platform designed to help businesses manage workflow, project, and collaboration. Right? There's a spreadsheet-like interface, there's a task management, collaboration tool, automation and integration, dashboard and reporting, and there's a lot more thing. To get started with Smartsheet, with smartsheet.com and choose a plan that suits your need, right? And let's say for example, we will just go one of this option here. Right now, this is by the way home, and this is how it's look. And by the way, we will do some of the changes here on which project we will log. Automatically it will show up here, right? Now our account is set up. Now let's dive into creating sheets. Now here how we can do this. So first of all, we have to just go and click on create. And once we go and create here, this is a template. So template is very useful where you don't have to do all the stuff by yourself. Now let's say I will just go and choose here, campaign tracker here, right? And this is a campaign, and here simply we can just go and click on create from template. Now this is how it's look. For example, if I just go to the campaign dashboard, automatically it will show me which task has been completed and what's the process and what is happening in the exactly sheet here. Now let's go to this option, that is campaign tracker. And here this is a, by the way, pre-default made, so you can make the changes. Obviously you can edit out each and everything here, right? And this is exactly like sheet, but it's sheets on asteroids, right? And this is how we can do this. You can change, you can give the tracker, and there's a many more thing here. You can just go and click on share. You can share with your team member, you can obviously share with your clients. There's a lot of things, right? And you can add data, input details like task name, assignees, due task, and status directly into the grid. Add or modify column to include additional information, right, like priority level or notes here. These tools help you organize tasks and data in a way that work best for your team. Same goes for task by status here. Now if I just go back to the home, right, and by the way, managing task and tracking progress is essential, and for keeping your team aligned, here's how Smartsheet really help. So you can assign them a task, right? So you can just go and click on, let's say we will just create a new project here, and let's say we will just go and use a grid, or I like the board feature much more because that is actually Kanban board here. So we can choose it, right? Now this is how, okay, let's take a little bit of second here. Now so this is a backlog. I can change it here. Let's, for example, this is just for content, right? I will just topics, right, working on, in progress and completed. Now I'll just make a task one here. Now this is a topic one, how to make XYZ. This is just an example here. And I can assign it. So if I just go and click on here, right, card option, I can add card info and there's a lot of option here, right? And I can just go and, for example, let's say I'm working on this, right? I can just move to this section, right? And if it's done, right, I can just do here. And once it get completed, I will just put it here. So this is very simple way, but as well as I will just get automatically here, right? For example, in a just a simple format, it will explain me that what is happening with which project. So that is really useful. Now I can just, for example, let's say I'm working on a different project, so I can just go and click on add here, sheet, and inside sheet I can just do this, right? For example, let's say you don't like board, so you can go with the grid here, right? And you can just plan your exact project in just a simple manner. And you can do the same thing, set deadlines, track progress, right? You can tag somebody, like for example, if some people or some employee is responsible for doing specific tasks, you can tag them and they will work on it, and automatically you can do this, right? So collaboration is key to keeping your team aligned and productive. Now click on share. So if I just go and click on share, right, and to grant team members access to specific sheets of workspace. So let's say I want to give them access to just this sheet, not the workspace, because if I give the workspace and if there are 10 sheets, then automatically they can just come up here and they can just check all the sheets, right? But I want to give the access of sheets. I can click on here, and I can just invite them through the email, and I can just copy a link, send it in the social media, a social handle. They will just able to join the exact sheet. Right, so this is really easy. You can use the common feature to discuss tasks, share update, and ask question. You can upload documents, images, and other file directly in the rows or cells for easy reference, right? I can do this from here, right? So that is really nice. And if I just double click on it, you can see here there's a lot more feature. I can assign it from here. Let's say I want to assign this to Harley. This is in the topic section. I can just also move it from here. The priority is really high, or let's say medium. I can add a due date, I can upload a document, right? And automatically it will happen. Now you can see here automatically it got moved. So this is how we can do this. And finally, Smartsheet provide powerful reporting tool to help you analyze performance and make informed decisions. So task completion rates and overdue task, resources allocation, and overload distribution. So there's a lot of features. For example, if I just go to the browser here, I can check it exactly what is happening on what sheet, right? And this is will show me exactly the recent work which is going on in my workspace. This is my favorites if I mark them. This is the resources management. See, this is a add-on feature. You have to buy it. And if you just go to the bottom, you can just go and click on new workspace, new report, form, dashboard, Gantt, timeline. There's a lot of things. And obviously they gives this templates, which I really like. So you can just make the sheet in a really powerful way, and that is really interesting. So thanks for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe the channel.